Tell me, what does anger mean? Okay, let me get somebody who ain't. Okay, go ahead, man. And don't turn it off. Just leave it on. Leave the mics on.
Anger. Anger means like when you frustrated or mad.
Okay, anger mean when you frustrated or mad. Okay, okay,
When you stress out and mad.
okay, okay. I got y'all. Put your hand down. I got y'all. Anger a lot of times is how you respond when you're mad. Like there was anger when we first did the show. Somebody got upset and ripped my shirt in half. So that's anger. That's anger. Or if you get mad and somebody in front of you, you push them down the steps because they're not moving fast enough. Anger is like it's built up inside of you, and you respond in a negative manner. Anger is if Miss Kia tells you to do something and then she step out the room, she make me sick. She get on my nerves. And so you start putting her on blast. Then that's your anger. So because you're expressing a feeling, a negative feeling. But I want y'all to understand that anger will always get you in trouble if you don't control it. Anger is how you respond. And so when you respond negatively, then you're angry. So you have to be very careful, because that's what I see when I talk to y'all. What I see from y'all is that a lot of things that a lot of y'all may have to deal with anger, because if somebody it comes up and pushes you, and all of a sudden you go and smack them, as opposed to telling that adult like Michelle's going to do every time from now on. Now anger will just make her start swinging and start fighting. I'll be coming down to the center, and we'll be having one of them come to Jesus talks, and I'm like, Michelle, did you not tell me that you had your anger under control? Who in here thinks that they have an anger problem?
Can I share something?
Go ahead, most definitely.
I think, okay, on anger, I know like the Bible says to be angry and sin not. So I think that it's okay to get angry, but it's like you said that we have to know how to control it, and we have to know how to have a healthy outlet. One of the things we do at the center is called Second Step, and it's like social emotional skills. So like when you get angry, we talk about like a calm down method, where you count to 10, or you think, okay, first let me think what made me angry. Second, let me think, why did it make me angry? And then 3, like, let me talk about it instead of just lashing out at that moment. So it's about taking time to step back and look at the situation, and just think about it, really. So I don't think there's anything wrong with being angry.
We said the key word, control.
Yeah,
that's excellent. Oh yeah.
It's about practicing self-control and knowing what a healthy outlet is, having a healthy outlet.
And like you said, you make a good point, because getting angry is a natural human emotion. I mean, even Jesus got angry. Anytime somebody is doing something that you don't like, as in that episode in the Bible, coming there and they turn it into a little flea market, there's going to be angry. But it all depends, especially at you all's age. You have to make sure that you control your anger. Quite naturally, somebody come up and it's like, I don't even like you. Quite naturally, Michelle, I know you just put your hands on me. I know you put your hands on me. So right then, she has 2 things. She can go tell the teacher because she's upset. She can go tell an adult, or she could just start swinging. And the uncontrolled anger is what's going to get you some very serious consequences. So I want y'all to remember that, especially those of you all who go to the Christian Activity Center, and they have rules, very strict rules, about fighting, about getting into it. All right.
What if somebody just say something about your dead people up in your family? It makes me real mad.
Okay. So how do you deal with it?
Fight.
Okay. So is that a smart choice?
No, but they talking about my dead grandpa.
Okay. So why do you, when you fight, what does that do? What What does that do besides get you in trouble?
Like you put out the sinner.
Right. So that was another thing I was going to talk to y'all about. When somebody say something or they talk about you and it's not true, why do you waste time making an issue out of it? If somebody say you stink and you know you don't stink, why would you sit there and fight them over something that you know ain't true? Somebody say, Michelle a lizard. And I beat her up because she called me a lizard. You know you ain't no lizard. You know. So why do y'all get in fights when people say something that you know ain't true?
So we got a group called Ladies Carriage, and they got a thing. It got a word that it say think, and the T stands for true, and the H stands for hope, and the I is encourage, and the N is necessary.
Okay.
And the K stands for kind. So when we was driving, Mrs. Zinger was driving yesterday, she said, do not say nothing about nobody if you're going to think about that word. And don't say nothing. And think about the word that stands for T, and that's true, is it necessary.
Okay. So, and the question is, if somebody says something about you or to you and you know it's not true, why do you get upset if it's not true?
Because I get upset because it's like they trying to get some laughs or something. And they
Right.
around people.
Right, but if somebody say, Pastor Brown, you a girl, why would I even get upset? I got you, but y'all black. I mean, why would I get upset? I know that I'm a man. I don't have to prove that I'm a man. So why would I waste my energy on something that's being said when I know it's not true? I'm just trying to get you all, because I know a lot of times you all might have a beef. They say I look like this. They say I smell like this. They say I walk like this. If it's not true, don't let nobody have you to the point where you mad, want to fight, you in the hallway on the floor. You know that that's not who you are. So what you need to do is to know who you are. And when you know who you are, then you don't let anything anybody says about you that's going to make you react to it, because it doesn't matter. So I just want y'all to understand. Echo on that. Echo, give me some ladies' perception on that.
I was just thinking in my head too, like, how would you tell them to handle if somebody came to them and was teasing them about something that is true, that they may not like, but it may be true? How would you tell them to handle that?
Well, first of all, the first answer in anything that you're puzzled about, anything you don't understand, is always to come to an adult. You know, because first of all, it still comes back to, you know, words that we have to teach them, like self-esteem, you know, insecurity, security, and stuff like that. I would flip it as a positive. I would flip it as a positive, because, like, say somebody comes and they says you get your first set of glasses, and they teasing you, talking about you got 4 eyes because you got 2 eyes and you got 2 glasses. Well, first of all, I would tell them how cute or how intelligent or how educated. I would almost make them feel like, man, the person that said it, they want glasses. So I would always try to take the negative that really bothers them and find that positive or that silver lining in it. So that's what because basically, if they're self-conscious, you got to deal with their self-consciousness. And like I said, if it's something like glasses or something, I would just use that to flip it, to make them, first of all, to make them feel comfortable with it. Whereas they start not getting cocky, but they get the point, you know, I'm loving my glasses. Next thing you know, you don't need glasses and you want glasses. So that's what I would do. Now, as far as the teasing them, like I said, you have the girls a lot, probably more than anybody. And if I saw them teasing of something that was true, I would pull the person to the side and correct it, you know, privately, and correct it because it is true. But, you know, we need to really talk about, what does it mean to you all to hurt somebody's feelings or to have your feelings hurt? Okay, Yeah. Bring the mic up. Okay. What does it mean to hurt somebody's feelings to you? When somebody say you hurt their feelings, what does it mean to you?
If somebody hurt your feelings, you if somebody hurt your feelings, you like sometimes you'll cry
Mm-hmm.
or like you'll get mad. You like you wanna like hurt them
Okay.
like that.
Okay. What hurt your feelings is when somebody makes you feel bad. Somebody makes you feel like, you're not something good. So they hurt your feelings. So you kind of feel a certain way. And so basically what the point I'm trying to get to is when you get your feelings hurt, you feel bad. Somebody hurt your feelings, you feel bad. So my thing is you should always consider people's feelings before you say anything. So my question to you right now, and y'all got your hands up and I ain't gave it to you yet. My question to you right now is what should you do when you know you hurt somebody's feelings? Not what you do, what should you do? I'm going to start with you and I'm going to come all the way across. What should you do if you know you hurt somebody's feelings?
What should I do is when I hurt somebody's feelings, I make sure I apologize for something that I try not or probably did it on purpose. I try to say sorry. Or if I'm mad, I probably going to say forget it, but I should say sorry.
Right. And then what I like about and let me tell y'all something. When you on the television show, I don't ever want y'all to say, Pastor Brown probably want me to say this. I want, even if it's something that you probably shouldn't do, I want the truth. Because most times, most people, they apologize. That'll be the last thing they do. But what you should do when you hurt somebody's feelings especially as a young Christian, somebody that say that they got a relationship with God, the first thing you should do, I got y'all. Y'all gonna be got y'all pull the muscle in your arms. So first thing you should do, like you said, is apologize. Now when you apologize, mean it. Don't just apologize just to be apologized, but apologize because I know I hurt your feelings and you made a good point. If you didn't mean it, tell them that you didn't mean it. That means a lot. Because sometimes you hurt people feelings and you don't even know it. And they feelings be hurt and they be walking around feeling a certain kind of way. And they tell you 2 years later because, you really hurt my feelings when you said that. Now, if you get your feelings hurt, at least tell the person you hurt my feelings. Because you're sitting there and they don't even know that your feelings was hurt. So you're walking around here and you're not speaking to them. So the first thing, if you get your feelings hurt, you should tell them you hurt my feelings. If you hurt somebody's feelings, you should apologize. All right. Okay.
What I do if I hurt somebody's feelings, I think about it and walk to them or pull them to the side and say, I'm sorry. I was just trying to get friends or somebody to laugh, but I didn't really mean it. They'll just probably go home. That's kind of like bullying because that person next day they could go home find dead because what you said. And then there's the friends that was laughing, their life can get cut short. Like, you got to make sure you apologize to that person because next day they dead. Just don't care about their life.
Okay.
What you said.
Now, one thing I wanted, she brought out something in a point that really made a whole lot of sense. And she was saying that, when you do something for a laugh, I want y'all to always remember when you do something, it might be for a laugh, but somebody's being laughed at.